Hello, Long. I wanted to show you your NeXT cube, and you can hear the optical drive in there. So it does make an effort to spin up. This is the third time. So I think it's a really good candidate for recapping. And I've got the Max Store drive in there as well. 64 megs of RAM, 68040 board. Got a nice keyboard, nice mouse for you. And we've got the later model 983 power supply. So if you ever wanted to add in, dimension boards, you'll have plenty of juice. And this is the 17,000 series. One thing I noticed is this back panel does not have the original NeXT screws. I have some that will work that I'll put in there. And other than that, everything else looks good. The case is in fairly decent condition. There are a couple bumps and dings like on this side, but overall it's not too bad. The front's really good, and it's got a really nice logo. So it's continuing to boot here, and I'm guessing it's going to eject this optical disc. It's got, it sounds like it's trying. So we'll wait here until it goes into the operating system. And I'm just going to continue to talk. So yeah, this is actually that 1990 monitor too. So the 4000A, the 4000 is already shipped. So what I think I'm going to do is go ahead and ship everything tomorrow. So we'll have the monitor and the two cubes. I'll make a video of the second cube as well. Let me just try something here. I'm going to go ahead and do auto restart. And I want to see if the optical disc will at least eject. I don't want to take a chance on damaging the optical disc because it's rare that they are, even the motor will start up. So to do that, we just do EO. And it does eject great. And then to boot, we can just do BSD space -S. And that boots into single user mode. And it's going to want to ask for a check disk. I don't think we need to do that because basically we haven't done anything to corrupt the operating system at all. And I'm just going to send it with the existing operating system, which is 3.0, and whatever apps are included. So this is an original box that would have shipped in 1990. I did check the case. The case is from 1990. That's why I picked this case. And as I say, it's in pretty good shape, overall. The only real scuffing is whoever had it before must have had something up on top of it. But other than that, all three sides look really good, and the back looks good. So, obviously 1990 is an important year too, because that's when Tim Berners-Lee invented the web browser for NeXT. And so I'm thinking that what it's doing now is it may be looking for networking. So we'll just give it a minute here. And there we go. So there's where I was. If you ever get to a next prompt or a pound prompt like this, this says run FSCK. You can actually do Control D, so you don't have to wait for it, and it will reboot the rest of the way. You can run file system check, which is FSCK, and it'll go through and check all the files and directories. I use an FSCK space -Y. And the Y will answer any questions that come up so you don't have to do it manually. And it kind of goes through, it's a self-healing process for the NeXT. It goes through 5 phases. Long, you may know this, but others may not. And it looks like, I'm just seeing if this was ever networked. It might have some networking on here. You can always just do a fresh install as well. I'm not sure what you guys' plans are, but I thought, well, I'll just leave the system as it was. And so we are getting close here. Sometimes you just have to be patient. It is looking for some kind of network, it looks like. And of course with the 68040 25 megahertz, oh, I did put new RAM, so it's got 64 megs of new RAM and a new BIOS battery. And the motherboard's one of the later model motherboards that would have been with the system. So it's what is it? Version 2.6 or 2.5 V66 for the ROM. So that's the latest revision of the ROM as well for you. And I think you guys are really going to be happy with the system. And it looks like we've got a login prompt. I want to test my mouse here. I just cleaned up this mouse for you. And it clicks both ways. Both key clicks work. And we're going to log in. So let's see, make sure. So if you need to know root, R-O-O-T, and root, R-O-O-O-T, so 4 O's for the password. And then you can go in and just change the password when you get it. And it looks like, let's see if there's anything interesting on here. Oh, cool. It looks like you've got Mathematica and WordPerfect. So why don't I just leave those on here for you? And we'll see if they launch real quick. And then I'm going to call this one good and go ahead and ship it. So this should just take a second. I've got my Men's League Golf today. I would be shipping today if I didn't have that commitment. And so here's Mathematica. So Mathematica does work. That's cool. And let's try WordPerfect just for the fun of it. And it looks like WordPerfect does work. So we'll do document new. Yep, so WordPerfect works. Very cool stuff. So if it is also potentially raining, so if it does rain, then I will be able to ship today. So really appreciate your business and patience, and have a good day. And I look forward to doing more business with you guys. Logging out. And then to power off, once you log out, just hit the power key, and that'll do it. So that's a nice little cube for you. Look at that logo. That's a really nice logo. Most of them are dinged up. That's why I can tell it was a well-kept cube. So other than whatever this stuff is up here, looks pretty good.